Hi everybody, this is Atiq. I welcome all of you to my YouTube channel Engineering Drive. Today I am going to discuss about what is a file organization, what is a file and what is meant by file organization in our computers. Okay, you know that in data structures, one of the important attribute of data structure subject is organization of file. What is a file first of all? My dear students, frankly speaking, a file is nothing but it is a collection of records. What is file? File is a collection of records. Again, when we say what is a record is nothing but collection of fields, which means we got one clarity that a field is nothing but the smallest unit of a record. Record is nothing but a smallest unit of a file. Combination of files forms a folder or a directory. That is clear. First directory will come, next file will come, next record, next fields. In fields you will store your data. That will be the very smallest token. So we are not going to go in depth. Okay. So my dear students, our computer plays a very important role in handling this type of data structure, that is organization of file. So our computer can store or our computer can maintain files in various ways. Sometimes our file, as we know that our file consists of records, those records can be of two categories. One is the fixed length records and the second categories are variable length records. So our file can either consist of this fixed length records or our file can consist of variable length records. What is the difference between fixed length and variable length records? In fixed length records, the size of the records cannot be changed, which means suppose if the size of the record, one record size is, let us say, 1 megabyte, then only 1 megabyte of data maximum you can store in that record. If you want to increase the size of the record, it is not possible. Let us say if the size of the record is 64 KB, then only the 64 KB of data can only be stored in that record. If you want to store much more amount of data, it is not possible. Fixed length records. However, you can store the lesser amount of data than the length of the record. No problem. It is permitted, but you can't store the data higher than the record length. But sometimes you want to store the data much more larger compared to the record length. At that time you can prefer the variable length records. So our computer generally makes use of the second one, variable length records, in order to store the data. So my dear students, why the concept of file is very essential, you know, because our computer is surrounded with a lot of tokens. We call those set of tokens are nothing but files only. Without files, there is no working of our computer at all, my dear friends and my dear students. So in my next video, I am going to discuss about the types of file organizations, which means what are the different ways in which our files can be organized. How the the organization of files depends on how the data will be stored in the file and how the data will be accessed from the files. Okay, so I am going to speak out in details about those types of file organization methods in my next video. This video I have prepared only to give an introduction about what is a file. What is a file? File is a collection of records. Again, a record is a collection of fields, and we can have files of two types of records length. One is the fixed length records, another one is the variable length records. So hopefully with this, let me close my today's session of video. Hopefully you have got the clear picture about files. In my next video, I am going to go in furthermore in detailed topic. So my dear students, take care. Allah Hafiz.